Today I will be helping you assist your child in their spelling homework. When you receive your child's spelling words, the first thing you will do is make sure that only you can see it, not your child, so that they are not just copying the words down. Instead, I want them to practice hearing the word, breaking it into its individual sounds, and then writing what they hear. So, for example, if their word was pick, I would say, okay, the first word is pick. What sounds do you hear? P, I, k. And they would do that with me. P, I, k. Now, for that k sound, there are 3 phonograms that say k, k, s, or the letter C, k, the letter K, or k, 2-letter k, the letters CK. So I'm going to tell my student which phonogram to use. Unless they remember, I might say, since they've learned this at school earlier in the day, do you know what to use for k? And they might tell me 2-letter k. Or they might not remember. In that case, I'm going to say, use 2-letter k. Pick. Write it down. So the second step after hearing all the sounds is to write the sounds. So your child will write while saying the sounds. P, I, k. And the final step is to read the word, pick. So, first step, say the word, help your child segment the sounds within the word. Second step, your child writes the word while saying the sounds. Third step, read the word. Now, if the word has more than one syllable, for example, the word elephant, then I would help my child break it into syllables first. So I would say, okay, the next word is elephant. How many syllables do you hear? To count the syllables, we put our hand under our jaw and count how many times it drops. Elephant. 3 syllables. Then I would say, what is the first syllable? L. What sounds do you hear? O. Write it down. O. And they'll put a syllable break, which is just a dot. What's the second syllable? L. Now, if you think about it, would make your child want to write the letter U, right? We think of U as saying But that's really just a muffled sound. The letter they need to write is E. So we're going to say to spell L, E. So I'm going to say, okay, our next syllable is L, E. And they should know to write E. So I'll write E. The last syllable, elephant, again has that muffled vowel, a schwa. So we are going to help them spell it correctly by thinking to spell fant. Say fant. And then say, what sounds do you hear in fant? F, a, n, t. Use f, Greek, f. And then they would write it. F, a, n, t. So again, think about for that f sound. It is a PH, or what we call Greek f, or 2-letter f. But also the phonogram F says f. So that's why I have to tell them which one to use. So anytime the word has more than one syllable, break it into syllables first. Take each syllable and segment the sounds, pull them apart. Let your child know if there are any phonograms that they need to be told which one to use so that they are never guessing. And then have them write while sounding it out. And their final step is again to read it. All right, that is how you should help your child practice their spelling words. Notice, they are never using letter names. This is not a spelling bee. And they cannot see the words while they are practicing. If they can see the words while they are writing them down, they are just copying. They're looking at each letter individually and writing it down. We want them to learn the skill to hear a word, break apart into individual sounds, segment the sounds, and be able to write the phonograms that represent those sounds. All right, I hope this helps. Best of luck studying.